So now we want to provision some resources in the Azure portal. So we start by logging into the Azure portal again, and then we click create resource, and we select template deployment using custom templates, and we click create, and we select build your own template in editor, and then we follow the link to GitHub to copy the code for the JSON file. And we paste it here. Okay, I have some bad stuff in the end here. There. Now I can see the resources here, and that looks okay. And I'll just click save. And the next step is that we have to select our subscription. That's already selected for us. We select our resource group for our team. We select the location nearest to us, or that is selected for us. We have a common name we can use, leave it the string as it is. We select an environment name, that's just a name, but I'll select prod here. We select short location, Western Europe for me, as it's closest to me, and everything else we just select as it is. We click agree to terms and conditions and just click purchase. And now our resources will be created for us. So when this is finished, we will go in to the resource group again. The resource group for our team. And we can see that stuff is being provisioned for us here in the overview. Next step is to select the created app service by clicking on it. And when that is finished, we're going to create a function. So we click function here and new function. And we want to create the HTTP trigger like that. And we will select language, C#, and a name for the function. I call it Twitter sentiment. And then we just click create. And next step is to copy some code from GitHub on the other link, and I have it prepared here. So I will just copy the code. And replace the code in here with my code, and I got some trash there this time as well, and then just save it. And when this code is saved, we're ready to go with the next step. We start by going into our Azure DevOps project and navigate to dashboards. Here we add a new widget, and the widget is the Twitter sentiment. We just add it. Next step is to fill in a lot of values, so we click the little wheel here and start with the configuration. So the title, we can call it anything. The Twitter consumer key should be on your team page. So I'll just copy the ones I have. The Twitter consumer key. Then we have the Twitter consumer secret. That's on your page as well, team page. Then we have the hashtag to analyze, and that should be your team name. In my case, is Europe demo team 3. Then we have the Azure function. To get the Azure function URL, we have to log in to the Azure portal and go to the resource group connected to our team and select the resource group. Then we select our app service. it. And click functions. And the Twitter sentiment function that we created earlier. When this opens, we should get an icon with get function URL. So we click get function URL and we copy it. Then we go back to the dashboard and paste it. There's one little thing we have to do also. We have to delete the end of the stuff. So everything from the question mark and beyond we should delete. And then we're done. Next step is go to get the function key. And the function key we get from slightly the same place. We go to manage and we just copy the default key. Click copy and paste. Next step, or next thing we want is the cognitive service access key. We go back to our resource group and we click cognitive services here. And we should also get grab your keys here. Click that. And we are done. Just copy the keys here. Key 1, copy the clipboard. We go back to the dashboard and paste it. Now we see that we have numbers on the Twitter sentiment, so it might start working. Make sure that the endpoint is connected to where you really are, in my case, Western Europe. Then we just save it, and we are done editing. So if we have any values for our hashtag, this should start working, and you'll get green values if you're above 0.5, and red values if you're below 0.5. And that's all. Okay, now it's time to create a release gate, so we won't have a complete release until we have positive tweets. So we go to our team project, we click on pipelines and go to releases. Here we have our release and we click edit. And we have just one stage at this time, just production. In a normal environment we should have several, of course. So we click on post deployment conditions because we want to add a release gate that validates that we have positive tweets, and it won't say that it's an okay release until we have positive tweets. So post deployment conditions, we add gates, and we add the Twitter sentiment gate. And we have a couple of stuff we need to add, and that's mainly the same thing we added in the last exercise. So we have the Twitter consumer key, we copy that. We have the Twitter consumer secret, both of these are from your team page. We have the hashtag for the team. In my team it was, in my case it was Europe Demo 3. Europe Demo 3. Then we have the Azure function URL, so we go back to our resource group again. We select our app service, and when we have our app service, we go into the function. We select our Twitter sentiment function, and we get the function URL. Copy it. And as in last exercise, we don't need the end of the stuff, so we take away everything in the question mark and beyond. Yeah, and then we have the function key. We go and get that one from the same place. We click manage, and we click copy and just paste the function key. Last thing, or almost last thing, is the cognitive service input, and we go back to our group and click the cognitive service, and we get the keys, and we copy them to clipboard here, and then at last we have the region. So select the region where your cognitive service and your resource group is. In my case it's Western Europe, and then we're set to go. Just click save here, and we can close the gate. So as I said in the beginning, now we won't have a complete deployment until we have positive tweets.